All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First down, Chiefs.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, first and 10 at their own 24. Now Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
64, weak.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Yes. 44. Let's go. Get it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Break. 50, Mike 50. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Hey, watch it. Watch protein spill. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Motion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
54, box track. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Yellow.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 50, check 50, check 52, and 57.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it third down.
No. Attack. 36. Shoot. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
General West. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Right. Say go.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now. 30 base. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Shoot. Greystone travel. Ready.
Rudolph on third down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights. 44, Mike, 44. Tackles. Watch that.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Rudolph. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Slam. Kill. Turn up. Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Sliding out of it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Kill.
third and long. It's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check my 50. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Lead grip, lead grip.
Rudolph now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
On the double. Mike 50. No chance.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, exit. Get it.
Now Rudolph on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Rush in.
Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Johnson was the intended receiver.
At the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go, team. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Hustle, hustle.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now after the running play, we got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 5.
Back to throw, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Check, 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 check. 6-6, pull it high.
Now a carry from Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
My 50, my 50.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Telvin Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs take their first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Alert 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Fresno. Check 3. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, his second sack of the night. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Mack. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
80 weapon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Check 37. Check 37. Protein spill. Check nickel. Check 99. General West. Deep rip.
Rudolph on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Greystone travel. Out. Get it.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
61, matchbox white.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Buzz.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Rudolph. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Mahomes. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to football then.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
At the 43-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
44, Mike, 44. I got it.
Now Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Get off the field. Get it.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15 line. Hey.
D, man up, D.
Now a run with Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Danny. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Mack. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Running, it's Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
my time.